Good afternoon. My name is Jasmine Justice, and I am a doctoral student at the University of Oklahoma.
And I am Sarah Ginevra, also a doctoral student at the University of Oklahoma. We will be talking about Project Spiders, which is a project designed to recruit personnel with rural intentions. There are critical personnel shortages of special education teachers and administrators in rural communities that is well documented. The purpose of our school-university partnerships influencing, advocating, and engaging rural special education teachers, also known as Project Spiders, is to engage full-time rural special education leaders with part-time comprehensive doctoral preparation across 3 institutions aimed at improving special education service provision. Grant requirements ensure projects recruit sufficient pools of diverse candidates, including those with disabilities. Scholar obligations ensure those funded serve individuals with disabilities. Thus, it is incumbent upon project personnel to ensure that scholars intend to pursue roles within rural settings. This presentation reports on these efforts. Personnel preparation grants provide unique opportunities to prepare personnel to address identified shortages. The purpose of Project Spiders is to prepare 18 scholars across 3 universities in states where some of the highest need rural schools have been identified: Oklahoma, Florida, and Kentucky. This grant was written to support full-time rural school leaders, for example, special education teacher leaders, district personnel, to engage in part-time doctoral preparation and comprehensive programming that aims to enhance special education services in high-need rural communities that have been disproportionately impacted by personnel shortages. OSEP projects are required to demonstrate all scholars can be recruited during the first 12 months of the grant.
Our recruiting plan followed a familiar process to develop a diverse pool of applicants. We developed recruiting materials such as flyers and a website. Information was recorded and posted on an accessible website. On this website, applicants could link to an interest page that asked for contact information. Also included was a frequently asked questions section, as well as directions and links on how to apply. Recruiting materials were shared broadly through networks of contacts, state departments, and professional organizations. We targeted personal contacts within our universities, such as the diversity offices, disability service centers, military and veteran service centers. Our flyer was blasted on social media platforms, and one of our team members was interviewed by a podcast aimed at BCBAs who identify as autistic. Finally, we pursued personal recommendations from district partners, such as special education directors and superintendents. Together, these efforts resulted in well over 100 individuals from diverse backgrounds applying for 18 spots. Applicants first had to apply to one of the 3 universities participating on the project. The standard practices for admitting individuals to each university were followed. Notably, scholars who receive funding are required to demonstrate their ongoing work in the field of special education. However, it is not a requirement that this service is accomplished in rural settings as described in our proposal. Thus, the ethical imperative to ensure this funding is awarded to diverse, highly qualified individuals who will serve in rural communities was embraced as part of our recruiting process. First, we engaged our advisory board comprised of diverse individuals with expertise in rural education to review interview questions drafted by our team members. Written feedback was provided and revisions to the interview protocol were made. Next, our team members established pairs to interview scholars for support from Project Spiders. Finally, a rubric was developed to evaluate the extent to which candidates conveyed rural-centered commitment and experience, such as leadership, teaching, research, and policy. Through our purposeful recruitment, a total of 19 scholars were chosen. After 1 semester of enrollment, the scholars have served as principal investigators for intervention research and translated research to practice through practitioner articles and professional developments.